It's a race. A race against time. A race against deadline. Against oneself. In short, the race to be ahead. The pressure to perform daily is gradually taking a toll on our persona. Saddling us with truckloads of stress and strain. Involuntarily, we become participants in this rat race and ultimately get stuck in this never-ending maze. Traffic congestion and pollution, in turn, snuff out the last remnants of nature in us. But isn't there any way out of this maze? Can't we escape this trap?
National Institute of Behavioural Sciences, NIBS. NIBS is a voluntary organization working in the field of mental health for more than 2 decades. Yes, and we had been getting clients from the corporate sectors for last, say, 2 to 3 years, having problems peculiar to their own kind. Anxiety, depression, and mainly frustration. Talking to them, we really find that they are stressed. Now the treatment, is it just the medication?
According to Dr. Kedar Ranjan Banerjee, stress can be treated through medication or counseling. But an even better way of handling stress is camping together. To fulfill this mission, the National Institute of Behavioural Science has organized a camp with the employees of Angel. 13th day of February, at 6 o'clock in the morning, NIBS starts its journey from Howrah station with a group of battle-hardened corporates. Destination, Balasore. Escaping from the bustle and din of the city life is a stepping stone in this direction. One needs to free oneself from all routines, timetables, deadlines, and dive deep into the lap of nature. It's time for the corporate minds to change tracks. The team reaches Balasore, a town in the eastern part of Orissa. It's the start of a new journey to introspect, a journey to find one's true bearing. They find themselves removed from the cool confines of their offices and face the rawness of nature. The campers are given a heartfelt welcome at Rupark. The swinging rhythms of the madal and the maddening fragrance of fresh flowers instantly lend an earthy feel to the atmosphere. A new saga unfolds. After the campers settle down, they are called for a presentation. But this is so very different from the mundane corporate ones that these people are used to, day in and day out.
এটা একটা ডিস্ট্রেসিং অ্যান্ড টিম বিল্ডিং ক্যাম্প অলসো। আমরা আজকে এই পঞ্চলিঙ্গেশ্বর উড়িষ্যা এসেছি, আমরা সবাই মিলে অ্যাজ আ টিম একটা উদ্দেশ্য নিয়ে কাজ করব, এগিয়ে যাব আর নিজেদের মধ্যে একটা বেটার আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিং ডেভেলপ করার চেষ্টা করব অ্যাজ আ টিম।
The night melts into a new dawn, and the drowsy morning signals a bright day ahead. The leaders of the teams start off this exercise with a flag hoisting ceremony. Camp commander is handed over the charge of the camp.
তিনি হচ্ছেন সোমা মজুমদার পাল। সোমা মজুমদার পালকে আমি এই ক্যাম্পের দায়িত্ব নিতে অনুরোধ করছি।
Good morning everyone, and so begins our journey.
এবারে আমি রোপ ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন করব, তার আগে ইনস্ট্রাক্টরদের সঙ্গে আপনাদের একটু পরিচয় হয়ে যাওয়া উচিত। উনি সুব্রত দাস, কমলিকা দে, দীপাঞ্জন চক্রবর্তী, বাবলা দে।
Rope distribution follows, or in other words, the handing over of duties to different teams.
আমরা যেই পরিবেশে যাব, যেখানে যাব, সেই পরিবেশ অমনি থাকবে আমরা চলে আসার পর।
Camp commander immediately enumerates the do's and don'ts of this exercise.
এবং আমাদের যে ক্যাম্প সাইট, সেটা ছেড়ে আমরা খুব বেশি দূর এক্সপ্লোর করব না। তাঁবুর ভেতরে, টেন্টের ভেতরে কিন্তু স্মোকিং ইজ নট অ্যালাউড। প্রতিটি রোপ লাইনে আমি একটি করে শিডিউল দেব। এটা
Everybody is made to understand that apart from being a de-stressing trip, this is also a team-building exercise. Punctuality is a key factor here, and the motto is discipline without regimentation. Finally, at 7:45 a.m., the team makes its move towards the Kunkut jungle. The trek through the jungle is an entirely new experience for the team. Far from the corporate hustle and bustle, this is a whole new domain for them. The early morning air, soothing touch of the still rising sun, the resonating sounds of the rustling leaves, it's all there and more. As they gradually move through the jungle, a new way of life evolves around them. A way where teamwork and a team spirit rule supreme. The jungle opens up into a small clearing that is perfect for a campsite. But before that, it's breakfast time.
প্রথমে জেনে নেব ক্যাম্প সাইটটা কোথায় করব, যে কাজের জন্য যাচ্ছি।
The campers are now given a small briefing on how to set up a tent, finding the perfect site for it, and then pitching it.
খুব ছোট হলেও একটা প্লেন ল্যান্ড দরকার, যেখানে আমি আমার টেন্টটাকে পিচ করব, যেখানে আমি আমার কিচেনটাকে সেট করব।
They also get a peek into the ways of the jungle. It's hard work living in the jungle, but what pulls one through is a team bonding. Just like these ants, they are supremely industrious, and their work ethics harps on team effort. The campers would do well to internalize this act, as this would be of tremendous help to the corporates in the long run. By now, they have learned the ropes of pitching a tent. And now, after a short break, they are off on their first mission.
Rock climbing is the art of moving on rocks within the margin of safety.
The campers are now initiated in rock climbing. These corporates might know the tricks of climbing the corporate ladder, but this is an altogether new ball game. If they can do it in the corporate sector, they can do it here too.
প্রচুর নট আছে, প্রচুর ইকুইপমেন্ট আছে। আমরা এখানে যে ইকুইপমেন্ট যা কিছু
They are briefed about the climbing techniques, climbing equipment, safety features of these and other aspects.
রেডি হয়ে গেছে। সবসময় বুড়ো আঙুল দিয়ে প্রেস করে এই যে স্পেসটা পাওয়া যাবে। এটা ক্লাইম্বারকে
With the sun taking a well-earned leave, the campers too retire for the day and assemble for a short introductory session.
অসুবিধা হলে কিন্তু মানে বলেছেন থিংকিং ক্যাপ হবে আমরা সবাই মিলে রান্না করব।
একটা ট্যুরে অনেক গেছি কিন্তু পার্টিকুলার ক্যাম্পের জন্য যে কোনো একটা ট্যুর হবে এবং
They gradually open up and let off steam. This is a major team-building exercise. After this is over, the campers settle down to cook dinner themselves and wait for a new day to begin. It's a misty dawn. The air is crisp and gradually sunlight seeps through like a soft wash on a watercolor painting. The campers are now on to their next endeavor, water rafting. The campers learn the basics of building a raft with bamboo and inflated tubes. For the next few hours, they would have to wade through the water and learn to handle real-life situations. At the same time, the serene locale soothes the frayed nerves and helps in de-stressing oneself. After lunch, it's time for some rappelling. Campers are now required to descend a rock face. For some, it's an unflattering proposition, but this whole exercise is about overcoming fear and coming out on top. Attempting something unknown always brings together individuals and welds them into a team. The climb down signals a trek back to the base camp, post the dismantling of the tent. The night walk to the base camp is a breathtaking experience altogether. There's nothing but pitch darkness, and in that darkness one tends to feel the scent of jungle life, a life which has an entirely different grammar. The morning of the third day begins with the campers trekking to a mountain stream. And letting themselves loose on the waterfront. The battle-hardened professionals suddenly shed all their inhibitions and enjoy the feel of the cold water.
In these type of camps where our trainees are mostly from the corporate world, we had seen that first few nights or first few hours even, they are very dissatisfied. They groan, they moan, yes, they moan. They say that it's useless. Again, we got to walk. Again, we got to work. But you see, this kind of camping is necessary for one thing: discipline without regimentation.
ট্রেকিং করার সময় তাপসদাকে প্রথম আমাদের একটু খারাপ লেগেছিল, যে রাগ হতো তাপসদার উপর, কিন্তু যখন জিনিসগুলো অ্যাচিভ করতে পারলাম তখন তাপস বুঝতে পারলাম যে
এখানে আমরা এসে আমরা খুব এনজয় করেছি। বলতে গেলে একটা রিজুমিনেশনের মতন হয়েছে আমাদের, নতুন একটা এনার্জি পেয়েছি। আমরা ফিরে গিয়ে আবার নতুন উদ্যম নিয়ে কাজে নামতে পারবো।
টিম বিল্ডিং অনেক সময় অনেক রকমভাবে করেছি, কিন্তু এরকম পাহাড়ে এসে ডিস্ট্রেসিংয়ের সঙ্গে টিম বিল্ডিং এরকম কোনো ধারণা আমার ছিল না।
আর কলকাতার সেই রোজকার ওই জনজঙ্গল থেকে বেরিয়ে এসে বনজঙ্গলে যে ঘুরে বেড়াচ্ছি, এটার একটা আলাদা আনন্দ পাচ্ছি।
আমরা যখন ফিল্ড ওয়ার্কে নামবো, যে প্রচুর অবস্টেকলসগুলো আসবে, তখন এটার থেকে ইন্সপিরেশন ড্র করব যে ওটা যখন পেরেছি এখানেও পেরোতে পারবো।
এখান থেকে যে এক্সপিরিয়েন্সটা গেইন করে নিয়ে যাচ্ছি, আমার ভবিষ্যৎ কর্মজীবন এটা অনেকটা এফেক্ট করবে।
আমরা সবাই একসঙ্গে পরিবারের মতন ছিলাম একটা জায়গায়।
I'm thrilled, and I'm thrilled to say that camping works. It really works. Where the clients are stressed, where the client doesn't know what to be done next, where they are tremulous, this kind of camping course, it really does help, and that too without medication and without counseling. Just a matter of 3 nights, a matter of 4 nights can make a difference.
The exotic Bonadevi's temple, with its vermilion-covered walls, adds up to the serenity of this place. Here, spirituality fuses with nature to give the camper an ethereal feel.
Fire! Fire!
It's almost the end of the gruel trekking session. The campers are in the fun zone today. A campfire is lit to usher in the good times. The campers are awash with memories of this wonderful trip. And Dr. Kedar Ranjan Banerjee's impromptu jig opens the floodgates. The joyous environ is further revved up by a lilting folk performance by the village people. The campers end the camp on a happy note to pack off and start a new journey back to their old corporate groove. It has been long since these corporates tasted the morning sun. A hark back to those school days, standing in queue for breakfast, walking with gay abandon. It's not merely a camp, it's much more than that. It's an alternative view of life. Once the trance fades, these corporates would wake up with a dream in their hearts and purpose in life. Their day might start off in front of keyboards from tomorrow, or in fields, or at boardrooms. Far from being better at their jobs, they would graduate into better human beings. All thanks to Nibs and their unique brand of work.
Ama boga